Hello learners, welcome to Education Online Program. I'm teacher Regina, teaching you biology. Our topic is pathogens transmission prevention, because in our previous lesson we talked about pathogen transmission, how pathogenic organisms like parasites are spread or pass from person to person. So now we want to see how to prevent this spread of microorganisms that causes diseases. Actually, we cannot stop the spread of the pathogens, only that there are ways of minimizing. There are ways of minimizing the chance of acquiring, the chance of getting or acquiring the microbes. We cannot stop the spread of the microbes, only that there are some ways of minimizing the chance of getting or acquiring these microbes. How can we minimize the chance of acquiring these microbes? By achieving good hygiene. Achieving what? Good hygiene. We can minimize it by achieving good hygiene. What do we mean by hygiene? The word hygiene. Hygiene is things we do to keep ourselves and surroundings clean, in order to maintain good health. In order to maintain good health. So if we're able to carry some practices that keep ourselves and our surroundings clean, that means we can maintain good health. If we are able to maintain good health, that means we have minimized the chance of acquiring the microbes that causes disease. Because our aim, how to prevent the spread of diseases or the spread of organisms that cause diseases. What are these things, or what are these practices that can keep ourselves or our surroundings clean? Like washing hands, washing hands, frequently, or washing hands after visiting or after coming into contact with objects which are exposed to the germs. Bathing means washing our body, and washing clothes. Washing clothes, cutting our nails, combing our hair, all this and many others. So the component of hygiene, because we talk about a hygiene, this whereby we can achieve minimizing the chance of acquiring the microbes. So when we talk about hygiene has its components or elements. Elements or components. Component of hygiene. There are many, but here we shall be just talking about only two elements, which are personal hygiene and public hygiene. Personal hygiene, number two, public hygiene. Public hygiene. What do we mean by personal hygiene? These are the things you do to keep yourself as a person clean. Therefore, it has what? It has aspects. So what are these aspects of personal hygiene? Personal hygiene has aspects. Personal hygiene has aspects. The aspect number one is hand washing. Hand washing. Number two, washing our body and clothes, which is bathing. Bathing and washing our clothes. Number three, cutting our nails, and many others. So if we follow all these aspects, that means if we applied all these aspects in our daily life, that means we are keeping our self clean to maintain good health, which is personal hygiene. Personal hygiene is very important because your health is in your hand. So, what do we mean by washing hands or hand washing? It is an act of cleaning hands. It is an act of cleaning hands. And what's the purpose of cleaning our hands? The purpose of cleaning our hands, we are trying to remove soil, dirt, and microorganisms. Purpose of cleaning hands. That means we are trying to remove soil, if it is there in our hands, dirt, and living or microorganism in our hands. After coming in contact with a substance which was exposed to the germs, or after visiting latrine or toilet, or after handling pets or pet waste. Because we learned that even the raw food, before we could wash it, it is contaminated. That means having some either soil there or some dirt there or some microorganism. So if we handle such type of food, we should wash our hands to remove all this, if it was soil or dirt or microorganism. Therefore, hand washing is considered to be a convenient and effective means for preventing the spread of diseases or pathogens. The spread of organisms that causes diseases. That's why it's very important to wash hands, since it is the convenient and effective means for preventing transmission of pathogens or the spread of microbes from person to person. We are done with hand washing. This is one of the aspects under personal hygiene. Now coming to the second aspect of personal hygiene, which is washing our bodies and clothes, or bathing and washing our clothes. It's also important because it keeps us healthy. Bathing and washing clothes, it keeps us what? Healthy. Because when we wash our body or we take bath and we wash our clothes, that prevents us from skin diseases. Skin diseases. Like chicken pox, like ringworms, which are caused by fungi, and it is normally seen on the skin. When you touch that person, you also get infected. But before the contracted pathogens could take time and multiply, when you wash it out, you are safe. That's why we say bathing and washing clothes keep us healthy, because it prevents us from skin disease that can be contracted from infected person by touch. Skin disease is contracted by touching. If you touch that person, that means you have contracted that pathogens either on your skin or on your clothes. But if you are bathing frequently, that means you are washing your body and your clothes frequently, that will give low chance for that pathogen to get into your body or to multiply in your body and cause disease for you. I think up to here we are done with the second aspect, which is bathing and washing clothes. The third aspect under personal hygiene is cutting nails. Cutting nails. Why is it important to cut our nails? You know, our nails need to be clean all the time and should be short, because if the nails are not short and clean, if they are not short and clean, that means you are not safe, because the pathogens, the organism that causes disease, normally hide in a unclean and long nails. So unclean and long nails serve as hiding place for the microbes that causes disease. Unclean and long nails serve as a hiding place for microbes. Therefore, there's need to be cutting the nails regularly to keep them short and clean. There's need. Regularly, we cut our nails so that they become short and they stay clean, so that we maintain our good health. So this is all about the personal hygiene, one of the components of hygiene, because we talk about two: personal hygiene and public hygiene. Under personal hygiene, we learn about three aspects. Number one, hand washing. It's very important to wash our hands to keep ourselves clean or healthy, because hands are the convenient and effective means to prevent the spread of diseases, to prevent the spread of microbes, to prevent the spread of infective organisms. Even bathing and washing clothes, it prevents us from getting skin disease, which can be contracted by touching. Lastly, cutting nails, because unclean and long nails serve as hiding place for infective organisms, the organism that causes diseases. Let's come to public hygiene. Public hygiene, what do we mean by public hygiene? Since we are done with personal hygiene, public hygiene, public hygiene. Public hygiene is all about practicing preventive measures that protect and improve the health of community. Public hygiene is all about practicing preventive measures to protect and improve the health of community. What are the aspects of public hygiene? The aspect of public hygiene or the practices is disposal of human excreta. This is number one. Disposal of human excreta, that the waste product from human body. Disposal of waste water. Disposal of garbage. This is solid waste. Solid waste. So this is some of the aspects of public hygiene. If you want to maintain good health of community, these are the aspects of keeping healthy community. Human excreta, which is waste product of human body, is one of the major cause of disease transmission. Like urine and feces. If human being defecate or urinate in open places, the microbes in that waste will reach to the water surface. That means will contaminate the water. And if that waste is left in the open place like that, even flies can come and sit on it, carrying some microbes, going again sitting on our food. That's why he said that the waste or human excreta is the major cause of disease transmission. What are the microbes that causes disease, can be transmitted or can be sent out with the excreta of human being? Like if that person is sick, that means can send some of the infective organisms with that waste together, either in the feces or in the urine, such as typhoid and cholera can be got from the human waste, because their parasite can be sent out together with the human waste. This is all about the disposal of human excreta. Then the disposal of wastewater. We learn about the waterborne pathogens or waterborne diseases. That disease we can get it through contaminated water, and even sometimes the exhausted water, the way we dispose it, if it is not in good way, can cause us trouble. We should look for a way how to drain the wastewater, that the water which is exhausted and is not wanted anymore. Otherwise, it will form stagnant pools. This wastewater, if it's not well disposed, can form stagnant pools. These stagnant pools can serve as breeding ground. Breeding ground for some animals, like mosquito. Mosquito normally it breeds in the stagnant water, and we know the danger of is mosquito. Number one, it is disturbing. Number two, it is a vector, that means carrying the parasite that causes diseases, which is malaria. That parasite is plasmodium. Then disposal of garbage, which is solid waste. This solid waste, if they are just dumped anyhow, it can serve as breeding ground for flies. If it is dumped anyhow, can serve as breeding ground for flies. And we know the dangers of flies. It can spread the pathogens, can contaminate our food. When we ingest that food, we get infected. Up to here, we are done with the public hygiene. I want us to carry some activity. We demonstrate how to wash hands, because as it is said, washing hands is very important because it is the convenient and effective means for preventing us from diseases. So how do we wash our hands? This activity we need to know. Activity demonstrating what? Demonstrating hand washing. Hand washing. There are steps if we are washing our hands. First of all, if you start washing your hands, first you need to wet your hand with clean water. You wet. If you are using tap, then put the tap off, apply the soap. If it is not tap, you just take that water from that source, wet your hand, then apply what? Soap. After applying the soap, then you lather your hands by wrapping them together with soap. You lather it. After lathering it, you scrub them properly. In the process of scrubbing that, you wash using what? Cleaning the placing in between of fingers and your nails. This is in the process of scrubbing. And this should take at least 20 seconds. Doing it like this, scrubbing it, cleaning your fingers, your nails like this for at least 20 minutes. After that, you rinse it with a clean water. Thanks for listening. We meet next time.